Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dylan, and welcome to Dylan the Truth podcast. If you guys are new to this channel, I would like you guys to subscribe to this channel and also hit the like button. Deeply appreciated. Well, I'm gonna talk about the World Cup. Um, the match is set. I just finished watching the Morocco versus France game. France end up beating Morocco 2-0, which means they will face Argentina in the World Cup finals. Um, I mean, before I get to my predictions about the World Cup finals, I have to talk about like the World Cup in a whole. I mean, this was definitely one for the books. I mean, this was definitely the year of the upsets, because if you think about a lot of the big teams that were supposed to make the noise in this tournament, a lot of them got eliminated. I mean, you think of a team like Brazil, which went in the tournament as a favorite to win it all. They lost to Croatia in penalties, 4-2. You look at Spain, that was another top team. They lost to Morocco. Portugal, another favorite, got eliminated. Who's the other teams? Belgium, Germany, they didn't make it out of group stages. Uruguay didn't make it. Mexico didn't make it. I mean, this was definitely one for the books. And what it basically shows everyone is that, rankings doesn't mean anything. It's who wants it more. Like who, as far as like with the chemistry and who has more heart and who really wants, that trophy. You could see it on the field. I mean, a lot of the teams that went in, maybe as a favorites, took some of these teams lightly, and then they end up, getting bounced because of that. That's why you cannot underestimate any of your opponents, because they made it to that round for a reason. So anybody can knock you off at any given time. It's just, again, like I said, it comes down to how bad you really want it. And we've seen a lot of the big guns are gone. So, I mean, I would have loved for my Brazil team to make it to the World Cup finals, but, it is what it is. So, it leads me to um, my prediction for the World Cup finals. Before I get to the finals, I'll talk about quickly who's playing for the bronze, which would be Morocco versus Croatia. Um, I mean, both of them were underdogs. As you can see, no one had them going that far. Both of them, I mean, I think Croatia was ranked somewhere around 12 or 15. Um, Again, they weren't expected to do much. And then Morocco was somewhere around 40 something, which was really low. So nobody, and I mean no one, had those two teams going that far. So that just goes to show you, like, anything could happen. So they're going to be playing on Saturday for the bronze. I believe Morocco will win that game because Croatia has shown throughout this tournament that they can't score. I mean, outside of the game against Canada when they beat them 4-1, if you look at the rest of the games, they didn't score. They didn't score against Belgium. They didn't score against Japan. They didn't score against Morocco. They didn't score against Brazil. They had to wait. Well, Brazil, towards the extra minutes, they tied it at 1. But it's like they're not a team that threatens you, like on that end, on the offensive end. They have a game plan. They want to, bring the teams to penalties, and that's where they excel. Because if you notice, they're like, I think they're 4-0 or 5-0 in penalty kicks. So that's what they want to do. They want to drag on the game so they could have a better chance of beating the team in penalties. But with Morocco, Morocco rarely gives up goals. I mean, the game against France, I mean, what do you expect? France is a juggernaut. So they're going to score a couple of goals. It's hard to contain that team. So you can't really knock Morocco for that. Um, So I would say Morocco wins that game 2-0. Yeah, 2-0 because their defense is pretty elite, and I'm not too worried about Croatia's offense. They don't really score as much. They don't really take a lot of attempts on goal, so that's my prediction for the bronze matchup. Now, for the big dance now, France versus Argentina. I think Argentina is slightly the favorites to win the World Cup. I mean, if you look at both clubs, I mean, if you're looking from top to bottom, France definitely has the advantage. They have like a star-studded team. I mean, they've been playing a while together. You know, they are the defending champions. You remember they did win the last World Cup in 2018. So they know what it takes to, bring it home. Argentina, on the other hand, I mean, this is their second opportunity as far as like Lionel Messi's era. Lionel Messi, remember, in Argentina back in 2014 in the World Cup, they actually made it to the World Cup finals. They end up losing to Germany 1-0. And a lot of people thought that was maybe his best chance to win it. I think now this is definitely his last chance. I believe this is his last World Cup. So he has to, I mean, the whole world, I'm pretty sure, is rooting for him to win. I mean, you know, for me, I'm not a big fan of Argentina. And, if he wins it, it's great for him. But to be quite honest, if you have to ask me who's going to win between France and Argentina, I believe France will win. Um, because Argentina has proven to me throughout this tournament that when they do have a lead, let's just say they have a 1 point lead or maybe a 2 point lead, they tend to take their foot off the gas pedal. And for whatever reason, I don't know why they do that. And I'm thinking, you would think like, okay, it's gonna be over, but yet these teams always creep back up on them. So I don't really trust their defense. Their defense has been a little shaky, and you're playing against France. They have a lot of weapons, so they will capitalize on that. They will burn you when you make those mistakes on the defensive end. So that's why I have France winning the World Cup. I'll say the final score will be, I say 3-1 for France, just because they're, I mean, they have too many weapons for Argentina. I think once France neutralize Messi, then Argentina starts to get a little too stagnant because they're relying on Messi because he's their playmaker. He creates a lot of opportunities for his teammates. So if they could somehow neutralize Messi, which is not an easy task to do, he's like a wizard with the ball. So he loves to, dribble, try to do little tricks. So if they could somehow contain him, then I believe that, France will win this convincingly. And I mean, that's just my prediction. Could be wrong, but I'm gonna roll with that. Um, Thank you everyone for tuning into my video. Until next time, peace.